friends. Happy Tuesday.
Hello. Welcome to Tagging Live with Abby and Amanda, guys. It is Tuesday. It is for us in this school district. It's like it was the night before school starts. Like my kids have been hurrying to get their showers, and we've packed bags and packed lunches and hopefully done all the things. It feels like a lot today, but we'll be ready to go in the morning. I think we'll be going on adrenaline though. That's for sure. The summer flew by, so it doesn't seem real that school's actually starting.
It doesn't. Abby and I were just talking about the excitement in our area earlier today with the big boom of nobody knowing what's happening. So you should drop in the comments. Was it an asteroid? Was it a fighter jet? Was it, I don't know. Like, they don't know. So kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's been a lot of speculation going on today, that's for sure. Okay, I just shared this into our consignor group, so you can watch it over there if you want to hop over and see there, or just stay here. Amanda's also going to stream it on Instagram, and then I don't know, we're doing YouTube tonight.
Yeah, it goes to YouTube. I don't know how that works. Like if
it's like magic.
I guess we could put a third window up high and see what's happening. Okay, let me find the comments and we'll get going, guys.
Well, I'm curious this week, like as Amanda's looking at that, what are y'all tagging right now? I know for me, I've been tagging all my son's teenage shirts, like lots and lots of shirts. And I told Amanda that I usually just tag on my laptop. Like I've done that for years. I mean, we're talking like 10 years or more. And I had all those shirts hung up on like a clothing rack. And I was like, I mean, I don't want to hold my laptop. So I just pulled out my phone and tried it that way and did the voice text. And it was really easy. Like, it was really smooth. I was able to like go through a bunch of, tag a bunch of his shirts that way. I'd already had them actually categorized by size. So I just did rapid entry and just like, boom, like spoke into what color or what the description was and put the price and just kept going. So it was really fast. So I'm a believer now in doing the mobile tagging. That's for sure. So drop in the comments, like what's your tagging? Like put in there. You can do an emoji. You can do like words. Like let us know what you're tagging right now.
I tried it with shoes. That's what I was doing this week. I did a whole bag of shoes. And I did have to go back in. So I did it all. And then I went back in on the computer because I had to correct like a couple of things that were misspelled because I guess I'm type A. I want it perfect. But you're right. It was pretty easy. I haven't printed from my phone yet. I probably need to try that. But
yeah, I haven't done that yet either.
My printer was acting up today. My mom is a valet tagger for us. And we're having, I don't know, my printer just was not cooperating. So we went from one computer to the next computer, and finally one of the computers printed it. So it was totally a computer thing. But I wanted to mention, because my mom was over here, I thought this was really cool, Abby. So we had talked a little bit about our, what is it called? Your tagging bestie. And she met a client.
Well, tell us what it is. Tell us what it is.
It's a Chat GPT helper that we've loaded our consignor guide. We've loaded the past 2 sales, everything that has sold with their price, the size, what the description is, and for it to analyze all of those things. And so you can go in and you can say, hey, I'm selling a size 12-month pink onesie. How do I do that? Or how do I price that? And it like helps you out, and it pulls things from our data. It pulls things from the our consignor guide that walks you through how to do things. And so today when my mom picked up, the girl was like, I have a couple of things in there that are boutique. So I wanted to let you know so you don't miss them. And so my mom was like, oh, okay. And I think she has boys. And so we weren't really sure what boy like boutique things were. And so we put that in there today. And that was exciting for it to like pull like some different prices, like if it's new with tags or if it's gently, like if it looks like new, what the pricing would be. And then it had like if it's in great condition, like it has 3 tiers, I think. And so that was kind of cool.
Nice.
it did Posh Peanut. So I don't have boys. Does that? I think that's so.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's a
recognize that
bamboo
one.
sleeper. I know those are very popular,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was one of the ones that it pulled up. So that was neat. So today I dropped that in our consigner group, um, and with a post, and then I tagged it up in the featured section. If you guys want to try it, I know 2 ladies have already commented and said it was amazing. So you guys give it a try and tell us if you run into any problems, because I have to teach it what to say.
Yes.
So it's not 100% like,
Right.
I don't know what
It's
the word
still
is.
learning.
It's still learning us, and we've given it a ton of data, but it still has said a little quirky things that you're like, that's not right. So
You can
that's
always refer
really like,
back to the seller guide. Like that
yes.
is, you can always go to the seller guide to kind of like make sure if you're not sure about something that it tells you.
Yes. And I've even told it that if you're not sure, you need to refer them to the seller guide. So it had some crazy, like, tape something to the front of a shirt the very first time, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. So, but you guys, that resource is there, and that's kind of fun. Like, if you get stumped on, I don't know how to bundle or what to price things, you can just put in a little information there, and it'll give you some tips.
Cool. Well, if you're just joining us, guys, don't forget to drop your comment in there about what you're tagging right now. Tonight, we're talking about like large items and loose items, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. But if you're just following along, let us know what you're tagging. I've tried to do mine in like groups of same type of things, just to kind of makes it. I don't know. That's just my preference. Sometimes you just get a box of stuff and you just go with it too. So either way works as long as you're just tagging away. It means you're getting it out of your house, which is like what we all want to do, right? And I know a lot of you will probably be like, tomorrow, like, get the kids to school. Tomorrow is the day. Like, we are gonna knock this out. So I am with you, because I've got 3 that are heading to school tomorrow, and so I feel like I've got a list of all the things to do.
That's
It's
something
a
we
lot.
talked about last week when you were gone, Abby, was if you tag your like items together, like you said, for the rapid entry, that just makes the process
Mm-hmm.
even faster. So
Yeah, for sure. Well, before we get to all that, we've got lots of fun things that are kind of going on this week. And really, guys, we are like less than 3 weeks out from the sale. So lots of fun things. This is kind of we are ramped up, getting ready to go for the sale. And so we wanted to offer you guys some just incentives to help you, and just some kind of excitement and some giveaways. So Amanda posted our social share challenge on Tuesday, and I emailed that out to you, so you guys have that. We really want to make sure we're sharing these posts that are we do one each week, like the 4 weeks leading up to it, because this is just word of mouth, guys. When you're sharing it, it's not only going to like your friends and your people that but like Facebook does things, and it just kind of keeps sending it out. So the more you share, the more word gets out about the sale coming up, and the more your stuff sells. And so on Thursday, we will be picking a winner. What did our winner? I was out of town, so I can't remember off the top of my head. What did our winner end up winning last week? Do you remember? Was it JBF box? I feel like
it was JBF Bucks. It was a good one. Let me look real
okay.
quick.
So we have while she's looking, we've got JBF bucks that you can win. We've got extra percentage on your consigner check. We've got Friends Night Out passes. Guys, Friends Night Out is almost sold out. I think there's like 5 or less tickets. Like, it is, those tickets are going to be gone before the sale is here. So, but if they're gone, there's a chance you can win a Friends Night Out ticket, an express pass, lots of fun goodies. So
she won $25.
Okay, cool. So it's some JBF bucks that she can pick up at the sale and spend, and it's like free money, like, right? Like, we love that girl math when like we're not really spending anything. So there's a lot of other I think there's a lot of other great prizes up for grabs. So keep sharing. We'll pick someone on Thursday night, so you've got 2 full days. You share on Instagram. That's another place that you can share, right? And so lots of ways to get the word out there. We'll have 2 more weeks of that, and then we'll have our sneak peek live that you can also share, that we will have for Tuesday night of the sale. So exciting things. I can't wait for that Tuesday night sneak peek, because that's when you get all the fresh new pictures of all the items that you guys have been bringing in. So that's always a fun thing to see, and you never know what you're going to find. Like last time there was like a grocery stand, you just don't know. So it's an exciting time. And then we just started, hopefully you saw it, our tagging challenge. You want to go over that, Amanda?
Yeah, so we're going to do a tagging challenge for the next 3 weeks. This week, we pick a winner on Friday, and the winner needs to tag 36 new items, and it has to be from the last sale. And so if you sold in the Woodlands, then it's going to be from the cutoff of that sale till now. And then if you haven't sold, you only sell with us, then it's going to be from, March?
Yeah.
So if you've been ahead of the game and are already tagging, I know Samantha had already posted that she was way ahead. So she gets entered. And so I'm pulling all those numbers. So a winner this week is going to get an extra 15% on their consignor check.
And like, do you have to do anything, right? What do you have to do? Like, there's just
you have to tag, right? You have to have those amount of tags, and then you have to schedule a drop off appointment. You have have had that, and that's it.
Like, yeah, you're just doing things that you would do for the sale. You're not having to enter any extra anything. Like, you don't even have to let us know you want to. You might be surprised, but that's it. You just have to keep tagging, and then to make sure you have your drop-off appointment by Friday. So that's super easy.
We're going to do 2 more weeks. So then we'll do it the next week, and it's 10%. And then the week before the sale, when everybody's tagging, it's 5%. Because a lot of us procrastinate. So
yes, so that 5% goes a long way. Me too. So that's fun. So we just rolled that out last night. And so you've got till Friday to make sure you have a drop-off appointment and that you're tagging at least 36 items. And that's 4 sheets. You guys can do that because it's 9 items per page. And it's like I said, when I started doing those shirts, like for my son, it just went so fast because I just boom, just did rapid entry and just changed a little bit on the description and the price, and that was it. So you guys can do this. Y'all have got this. And then the next thing we've got going, this is something we haven't done. This is kind of exciting and new, as Amanda and I are going to host a Google Meet. It's a tagging 101 class on this Thursday from 11 to 12. We will post the link for it, but I'm going to send out an email first thing in the morning, so you'll have it with the link. And you guys can just join us on a Google Meet call on our computers. We can see each other if you want, or you can blur your background, doesn't matter. But we're here really just to answer any questions you have, to be available for you for any kind of tagging questions. Maybe you have questions just about drop off, or how do you sign up, like anything. We just wanted to be available for you guys. So it's tagging 101 with us, 11 to 12 this Thursday. Join us on your computer. So we're excited. We haven't done that before, so looking forward to that. Yeah.
We'll run through the whole process. And so if you're brand new, it's going to be perfect for you. All right. What else? Oh, and then Saturday, we are meeting at Java Man from 3 to 4 for the last supply pickup. And so we have that link in our consignor group. I'm trying to think. I think it went out in the email today also, right?
So yeah, it usually goes out in the emails, the weekly emails.
Yes, what's happening this week. It's got the Google Meet link in it, and it has the tagging supplies. So if you are needing any tagging supplies, please let me know. I just refreshed our stock. Some girls cleaned us out at last week. So we have tagging guns, we have paper, we have safety pins, we have all the things. So.
And I will tell you, the Google Meet link will go out tomorrow. I don't think it was in yesterday's weekly, but it'll go out tomorrow. And then I'll do a reminder email on Thursday, and it'll for sure have the tagging. Yeah, but it'll for sure have a supply for the tagging meetup on Thursday to remind you. No, I'm sorry, on Friday to remind you to meet us on Saturday. All the days, there's a lot going on this week. I'm telling you, the closer you get to the sell, the more there is. But
be like me and have 5 alarms on my phone through the day to know what I need to be doing.
Yes, and then you have to mark your alarm so you know what it was for. You're like me. You're like, what was that? We talked a little bit about the tagging bestie. Let us know what you think. Try it out. Amanda pinned it to our group up there, and so try it out and let us know what you think about it, and if we need to refine some stuff. It's a great ChatGPT and our tagging bestie. They're great learners, so So I think that's pretty much all of our announcements. A lot going on, I know, and we'll try to in our emails and our social media, just recap those things. If you're ever confused, just ask us. We're always available.
Yeah.
So, but tonight is about large items and any kind of like loose items. Amanda talked last week about the tagging system, but like, what does that look like once you finally get your items out and you are tagging them? So we'll go start going through that tonight.
Got lots of examples, except for like really big stuff because I couldn't bring those upstairs to the computer. But we're just going to kind of talk through some examples of what's considered a large item. And so really think about that's anything that is really big, like your strollers, your car seats, your push walkers, your if you're selling one of those, I'm trying to think, Paw Patrol, that the cars go down, or the Hot Wheels things, or one of the big princess castles, you're selling a kitchen. All of those things are considered a large item. And we have a special process so that sellers can snag a tag off of those. And Abby is going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. It's our yellow tag. We have them at the sale. And so what we suggest is that if you have a lot of large items, and you can also pick these yellow tags up at the supply meet, they don't cost anything. We've got tons of them. But what we do is, her example here is we cut the tag. I'm going to let you talk through it.
Yeah, right there on this is your regular white tag. There's a little safety pin. So you cut at the safety pin, and then the top part goes this. I don't know. This one's kind of bendy. You can tell where it's perforated, where it can tear off. So the top part gets taped up here. You don't have to write anything at all. And then the bottom part is taped down here. And so what you would do is you take a zip tie, so this handy little hole here, and zip tie this to your item. At the sale, if someone is wanting to purchase your item, they just tear off the bottom portion and keep it with them. So think about things that you would not want to drag around that are very large, that you would want to have to like haul around as you're trying to shop. And so that would go on. This would go on those items, and so the shopper would hold on to the bottom, and then it has the information. So like if these ever get separated, it has both the information on both pieces of the top and the bottom. So we're able to match them back up again if we need to. You don't have to, like Amanda said, we'll have these at drop off. So you can just, what I would suggest if you didn't get to pick up some yellow tags from us beforehand, is just go ahead and cut these out and put them in a baggie. And we will have a table set up for large items with the tape, the scissors, all the things so that you can assemble these yellow tags there. It's super easy. It goes really fast, but we'll have that there. So just put these in a baggie if you don't have the yellow tags.
Usually we even have someone there that can assist you in helping you tag all of that stuff. So they're doing the tape while you're cutting and all the things. So it does go super fast.
And I will remind you, you've got to have your things assembled. So like cribs, we want them assembled because we need to make sure all the parts there. We have our safety recall specialist that comes through and checks everything. So if you're not sure, bring it, and we've got to assemble it because the shoppers are going to want to see it, but it's mostly like so we can make sure that it's safe and for our shoppers. So just keep that in mind as you're packing and as you're planning your time ahead for drop off.
Right. So speaking of safety, we do have some items that require an extra form for you to sell them. So one of those is the car seats and one is cribs. So like Abby said, you have to assemble it there. So we make sure that all the parts are there. If you're selling a crib, you can't sell it as a toddler bed. It has to be assembled as a crib. And that's just for us to be able to resell it. And so you have a form that you can go online. It's in our guide. We have the links there. You just go in, you print the form. We also have the forms at the sale. If you don't get to print them, you can fill it out right there. It's pretty easy. For your car seats have to have a full year of life left on them. So if they expire in September of 2025, we are not allowed to resell those. So I'm just going to save you some space in your car. It has to say October of 2025, or our recall specialist will pull those off the floor, and we just legally can't sell those items.
And actually, October 2026.
Oh,
you need to make
yes,
sure, yeah, just so that you have that full year there.
You're right. Thank you for correcting me. The other thing is you're going to fill out your waiver for your car seat. You want to make sure that all of your straps are present. The 5-point harness, right? Like you have to have all of those things. And the best tip I have is go ahead and snap it together so you know that everything's there. You need to do that for car seats. You need to do that for your high chairs. Anything that has a 5-point harness or a lap belt in it, make sure that all of the straps are there. That's another reason we have to pull large items off the floor. But the waivers for car seats are also online. And you also have to have either a copy of the owner's manual, or you can have the website / make a QR code for it, because there are a lot of pages and we don't require you to print them off, just as long as you can show the buyer where to go so that they can get that owner's manual. That works for us. And so people will print it out as the website URL, and you can make a QR code off of that. That's just easy. They're free. You can just Google QR code creator, and then that way they can scan it. And so those are the things with the car seats.
Yeah, those are the kind of the big pieces, like Amanda said. Just make sure all your straps are there. I love that we do have a safety recall specialist, and because it just gives peace of mind for all of those, especially those infant and baby items that she really takes care of going through and making sure that everything is safe for you guys.
I do want to say, if you have any, like a large item that has loose parts, so say you're selling, I don't know, say you're selling one of the princess castles, the little people princess castles, and you have all the little princesses that go with it. Put them in a baggie, seal it with clear tape over the baggie so that people won't get into it. And then you just attach that with a zip tie to the castle, and that's so that everything stays together. Zip ties will attach anything, I'm telling you. They're like my go-to. You can attach your cords. I'm trying to think, like if it has I don't know, if it has like a removable canopy or something, you could do that with a zip tie. Lots of options, but zip ties and baggies are your best options, I think, for loose items.
Yeah, for sure. And then some clear plastic tape just to make sure they're secured in that baggie. They don't little people toys like to walk and play in different areas. So
well, they're on the ground where the little people are. So
that's right.
Like high level. They want to play for sure. So we kind of talked about attaching the large item, the yellow tags to the large items. So we'll have those extra zip ties if you need those at the sale. And anything else there, Abby, you want to tell them about?
Not so much for large items. Okay. I know, Amanda, you have some samples though of
what do we want to start with?
What you got? Yeah.
Since we're talking about zip ties, let's talk about zip ties. So I had this pair of shoes that my daughter didn't like, and so I'm reselling them, and I just wanted to show you. They're these little Mary Janes.
They're cute.
Can you see the zip tie there? I went through right there. I went through the buckle so that these two shoes can't be separated. And this is actually an item that's new with tags. And so it's from Target. And so I just taped it to the tag that's already there. Yeah. So people can still see how much it was. I mean, there's not going to be a ton of this, but this is an item that still has tags on it. I mean, she's not going to wear them.
I would say if you didn't have that handy tag there though, you could put the zip tie through the tag, but just reinforce it with some packaging tape. Is that one right there? Yeah.
So this is my mom's ribbon. Can you see? I don't know if you can see the shiny tape. This is just Scotch tape. So I put it across the top, and then I punched a hole right there, right? And this pair of shoes, I just use curling ribbon. So
that's perfect.
It's going through a loop that's here on the shoe. And so that's an easy way to keep shoes together. And you could do the same with a zip tie. I ran out of zip ties, so I had to start using my curling ribbon.
Well, and because shoes are a little bit heavier, it's better to put a little bit of tape to reinforce it because
Yes,
they just get jostled a little bit more
they
and they're
do get
heavier, so
moved.
it's easier to come apart.
And I also like to put that hole as far as the hole punch will let me go down so that there's that more space, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it gets tugged so that it has a little extra. So that's our shoes.
We have, if you have some, like, I know this question comes up sometimes. What if there's just no way, like no loops or anything to attach with like a zip tie, like to keep the shoes together? I know some people have taken large rubber bands and put their shoes together. If they're small, like infant, like little crib shoes, you can put them in a baggie, like a clear baggie, and they can still pretty much see, you know, both sides. That's another option if you just don't have a way to attach them together, like through a loop or something.
I've seen some people actually use a safety pin. There's enough fabric on the insides that they can attach. It just really depends on the shoe. So,
yeah,
I agree with you. Okay, here's my next item. It is a it works. So that's important to know.
Yes.
We want to know that the toys work. The batteries are functional.
Okay? And y'all, you can go to the dollar store and get cheap batteries. They do not have to be name brand batteries, but we do want your items to have batteries in them if they require a battery. Because they want to make sure it works. So it's gonna, you know, it's kind of a fun surprise right there, right?
So this toy, Jake, little Neverland, I just zip tied the tag again, and so you see we did the extra tape here just to reinforce it. You don't have to do that. That's just me personally, because remember we talked about last week that you want your tag to stay with your item. Like I can't sell your item if I don't have a tag. So that's just a little extra step I take. It's a tip. Take it for what it's worth. But then I just went through the handle there and went ahead and clipped this so that it didn't have such a long tail on it. But that's easy, like easy peasy, right?
Yep, done. What else is in your Mary Poppins bag?
My Mary Poppins bag. So this is an accessory. And again, this is another item she didn't want. And so it had the zip tie already on it. And so I just attached, right?
Perfect.
To the tag. And so you could just zip tie, or because this is a soft fabric, this is an accessory. I could have done a safety pin, right? Yeah. I couldn't really tape this one, but so that's an accessory. Okay, let's talk about books because we've got on our list painter's tape. So you want to use painter's tape on your puzzles, the boxes, or on your books. And so this is what we've got, some colored painter's tape. And we just did the top and the bottom. You didn't have to do the whole thing. The thing I like about this book is that my mom tagged this one today. The the book's code is under this. So she hid it so that when we're scanning things, we get the right button. I mean, the right thing scanned. So.
And I will tell you, like, people will ask, like, do you do it on the front or the back? The back, and that's one of the reasons, but also because it looks so nice when we display the books if their tags are on the back. Like, it looks like a little bookstore when it's like that. So just put them on the back if you can. Yeah, washi tape works okay. You may have to do a few more corners if you use washi tape, but painter's tape really, I found personally, works the best and sticks better. Sometimes the humidity doesn't work so well with washi tape.
So that's a single book, but I wanted to show you, this was a book set. It's a set of 4, and so it's all the same. I don't even know how you say that, Poppleton. It's a Scholastic book set.
So cute.
A set of 4 in the series, and we put it in a baggie. But you also could do the curling ribbon like we did and did it like a mail package if you're selling the book of 4. And then she just dropped the gosh, sorry guys,
like a little bit of a glare
to show you. We just dropped the tag there on the back.
Oh, inside the bag. Huh?
Yeah, and she's got it taped here and here to keep it sealed.
And I'll tell you, if you're gonna do, like, I don't know about that one so much, but if you do like 4 different types of readers, put the names of each reader just in case they become separated. I would put each title on your tag.
These are a series.
So that's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, they're all the same name.
It's probably like volume 1 through 4 or something like that. So that one's not as big of a deal. But if you have like 4 different readers, I would definitely put the names of each of those.
We don't usually have an example of this, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to show you that. So that's a book.
Those are cute.
Yeah. Okay. This is another toy. And so if you are selling a stuffy animal, she just went through the little tag right there with the tagging gun.
And she used what? Yep.
And if you don't have a tagging gun, don't worry about it. You can just use a safety pin. So you could tag it
super easy.
Right there, right through the
fabric.
Okay, so let's talk baby essentials. This is a dinnerware set that is in a baggie. And so it's got the bowls and a cup and a plate. And then she taped it sealed so that you know that it's a set, and dropped, or actually, no, yeah, that's on the inside of the baggie. And she just taped it to the plate probably so that it wouldn't move around.
I'm curious, is that a gallon size bag, or you think it's bigger?
I think it's a gallon size.
Okay. You can find larger than gallon size at the dollar store. They will carry like I think 2 gallon or more. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit bigger, you can find those there.
But this is a great example of what to do with baby bottles. So if you're selling, maybe you have 4 of the Dr. Brown or whatever brand it is, you can put all 4 in there, clear tape it, and slap a tag on it. Like that's just really, I feel like the easiest way to sell bottles. I'm trying to think what else. Like if you have the silverware, the toddler, you know, like the plastic, I don't know what you really want to call that. Those things can go in baggies. What else?
I would just a quick little plug. If it's glass, though, I was thinking about glass bottles. Like we're not accepting glass. Just we have gym floors, and it wouldn't take anything for them to shatter. So just keep that in mind as you're going through your bottles.
Yeah. So baby essentials, think bags are really good for bundling things together, like things together. Okay. I've got a water bottle for sporting goods. We just taped it to the water bottle with clear packing tape. So you could do, if you had a toy, like think of all the toddler toys, they have that flat back. You can just tape it right to the back of, like, think of like the mini laptops and things like that. You can just tape those to the back. Or if it's something that does have a hook somewhere, you could zip tie that. So that's an example of how to tape to the hard plastic.
Other things like besides baby essentials that can go in baggies, or think of like animals, like the little plastic animals. You could do sets of those. You could do play food, like for kitchens. Even if you weren't selling a kitchen, but you sell a lot of play food, you could put that together in a baggie and sell that like that. Yeah, Matchbox cars. I will tell you that the kids love like the little the handheld not just the Matchbox cars, but the little bit like toddler kind of cars. They love those when they come through, like fire trucks and police cars and things. So those are fun. We
usually have several sellers who do the Legos, like it's just a mix of Legos, but then we've also had people who still have their say their child put together their Star Wars set and they're done with it, and they still have the how-to manual. So they put the manual in the gallon bag, take it apart, and it's like the Star Wars. It has a picture of what, actually I've seen one that was built, and so they could just take it.
But you don't have to have it. You don't have to keep it built, but it is fun to have a manual in there so that another kid can enjoy putting it together.
Which, I mean, that's fun. Tons of Legos. Okay, this is a puzzle. Y'all, my daughter is going to college. This is her puzzle. It is finally getting passed on. Oh, it's been through my niece and nephew. And so it's the big knob puzzle, right? So what I did was I just went ahead and with painter's tape so that the puzzle pieces would stay intact. I mean, I don't know why.
Idea. Yeah. I can see the blue tape.
And then I wrapped it with
Like saran wrap?
Saran wrap. Thank you. I'm like, what is this stuff called? To keep it in place. And then I've got some packing tape that I just ran across those knobs and went all the way around to keep it in place. So it's got packing tape to just keep those together. And then on the back, you just add your tag. So
yeah, it looks really nice.
It's super easy. And then I have another. Melissa & Doug is just great. I don't think this is that old, but it was a set, it's got 5 like different little things in it for shapes, right? And it's got all the pieces in it. So this is all saran wrapped around. And then I did do some clear packing tape, just kind of in case it got torn, and then slapped that on the front. So that's how we do puzzles. If you're selling a puzzle like that's got 500 pieces and you've got the box, you want to use painter's tape to close it and not packing tape, because we don't want to tear the cardboard box whenever they open it. So, and please count your pieces to make sure that all the pieces are there. That's the worst, to put it together and we're missing 1 or 2 pieces.
And even just a simple thing of when you're creating your tag and you put like 500 piece Darth Vader puzzle, put complete on there once you've counted, and it just gives that seller just a little bit of extra peace of mind knowing that you're confirming that all the pieces are there. And then when you put the packaging tape, not packaging tape, sorry, when you put the tag on the box, use painter's tape, because no one really wants their box torn up by packaging tape. So use painter's tape as well for the tag on those puzzle boxes. And you can just, like we did with the books, put it on the back, and there's usually a barcode, so you can cover it up back there, and it just helps our cashiers.
Do the same with your game boxes, those cardboard boxes. Use your painter's tape on those. So really, that's all I have in my magic bag.
You had quite a few things, though. I'm trying to think if there's anything, other items that we might have missed, like Mommy Mart stuff. Just kind of another reminder. You can bring your frames, just nothing with glass, guys, because or anything, any kind of things with glass, because we just want to protect your items and protect little hands and feet that might be around the cell as well. Your arts and crafts, we're asking that they're more, like new, not like, we don't want, don't bring your used arts and craft items, but more like new, that still has lots of life in it, that would be fun for little ones to enjoy. What other items? Gosh, usually I'm thinking like sporting goods. Your life jackets, you can pin or find a tag, and you can do your tagging gun for those kind of tags. There's lots of things we start thinking of, like I'm just thinking of cleats and dance shoes, and someone was asking about bikes. Where should tags go for bikes and scooters? So that's a great question. That's another one of those yellow tag items, Samantha. You can either bring your completed white tag, or if you meet up with us at a supply meet or a porch pickup, we can get you some of these ahead of time. But you would want to put those tags on put the white tag on a big yellow one, and then we'll zip tie it to your item, usually like a handlebar. It's basically like the best spot for bikes and scooters.
That's cool. Did you see that? It popped up there.
I know, I love that.
Oh, we're fancy. Yeah. Hey, I wanted to mention party supplies. So if you have a cute little, #1 birthday, or you do Paw Patrol's on My Mind, or Jake and the Neverland Pirates, so you only use those once. Put the whole thing as a set in a huge baggie and zip tie it. List out what's on there on the tag. The only thing I do want to mention is if it has balloons, they have to be in the original packaging. That's another thing that JBF is not allowed to resell unless it has the exact warning data that was on the original package. And so you'd have to leave the balloons out unless they're still sealed in their package. But that's a great thing, especially these cute, #1 birthdays, like with the banner and the thing that goes on the their high chair, like super cute stuff.
All those, yeah.
Birthday parties.
Like there's lots of cute themes out there. So I know, like we had a lemonade one that I kind of just packaged we had lots of extra of the straws and like lemons, and there's all sorts of cute things that we put together. There's even, we've had some some wild and wacky birthday themes over the years. So,
We
anyway.
have some sweet shoppers that they come and shop JBF and they have their list for the next 6 months. And gosh, I can't think of her name right now, but she has, I think, 4 kids, and she has her list, and she knows whose birthday is coming up, and so she looks through the party stuff, and so sees if she can find that. And like, so we have shoppers. They're out there looking for party supplies. They're looking for those arts and crafts. And of course, books. We love the book section.
Well, and guys, I know we're just starting school and it's hard to even think about it, but Christmas is going to be around the corner before you know it. So I like to stock up for Christmas and kind of put it away till it's that time. Because like the thing about JBF, you never know what you're going to find. Like I have found so many unique goodies over the years that I've just been shocked at what I've found. And so it's fun to just to know that in a few short months, you're going to be able to surprise your loved ones with something really neat.
For sure. As the sale goes on, if you're like she was saying about Christmas, we'll pull some of the Christmas stuff out. Mm-hmm. Like as things sell through, we bring those items out so shoppers can see them. So think Halloween costumes, think Christmas. Thanksgiving's not as, I don't know. There's some cute little girl stuff, but yeah. Christmas jammies, the Christmas books. I don't know if our family does the 24 days of Christmas books, like they read a different book every night. Trying to think what else, but I was thinking about, did you see that list on Instagram, Abby? That's like the things you didn't know you needed for your back to school list. And it's like the Hawaiian shirt. It's the camo day. I want to make a little list like that. So you guys who are first time, kindergartners can have that list. Neon day, because Red Ribbon Week is coming up, or book character parade. I'm trying to think what else there is. Like there are so many one-time outfits that you need.
Well, and the thing is, I'll think, okay, I'm ready this year. Like I've got my list, I get my stuff, and I have it, for that year. And I think, okay, I'm good. And then the next year it changes. So they keep us on our toes. So we always have like a variety.
Or they grow.
And especially, I don't know about your schools, but like at ours, they do like the 12 days of Christmas. And so one day it's like, dressed like this certain Christmas character or this certain movie, so there's just different things like, you never know what you're going to find or what you're going to need.
One of the things we did.
Yeah. Yes. And then something I think has been more popular are, I know we think a lot about Easter baskets, but a lot of people do look for Halloween baskets for trick-or-treating. So think about that as you're pulling out costumes that your kids have outgrown. You can do the Halloween baskets. Amanda said the book character parade. So you would think about, maybe I can match a book with a costume. We've actually done that before. We have gone through the sale and pulled out some costumes and some books and put them together. So just there's some very creative ways, but to do it on the cheap though. So that's what's amazing about JBF,
Sure.
All right. What else?
Costumes this weekend.
You did what?
I tagged some costumes this weekend.
Oh, good. Ooh.
There's going to be some Star Wars Rey outfits and butterfly.
Oh, I remember when your daughter was Rey. Like just the other day, but I know it's been a long time. Oh.
All right, friends. I think really we kind of run through it. If you have specific questions, for sure, drop those. You can drop them here in the comments, or you can go over to our seller Facebook group. If you're not a member of that yet, it's a great place to be able to just jump on and say, hey, can I sell this? Or, hey, what would you price this as? And we have some of our seasoned sellers, and Abby and I try to, stay with it. As the sale gets closer, it's a little harder for us because we have so many notifications coming across, but we do have a really good group that jumps in there and will say, yes, do this. So I had a friend that posted about diapers this week because I'm like, I don't even know what diapers cost now. Somebody help me out. And so that was awesome.
Okay, well, let me tell you what's exciting, guys. That should hopefully really encourage you to tag is that our shopper tickets are up. That means we have had more people buying shopper tickets than ever. And so they're wanting to come buy your stuff. So that should encourage you to reach in those closets and in the playrooms and in the garage and then pull out more things. Something we're going to look at is just kind of like what our average consigner brings in, and see if you guys like kind of do a little thing, like if you can see if you can bring in that many, and maybe you bring in like 5 more. So that's something we'll be looking at in the next week or so to kind of give you that information later on, just to encourage you to keep going, keep tagging. I feel like once you like get in it and start working through it, you kind of just get in the groove, and it goes quicker. So hopefully that's an encouragement. We'll do our 101 tagging live on Thursday in our Google Meet. So be looking for that in our group and in an email. So hopefully you'll join us, and we'll just be available to answer questions and walk you through the process.
Absolutely. It's good stuff. All right.
All right.
Well, y'all, I know Crosby, well, I don't know. Yeah, Crosby's already started. I think Huffman's already started. It's Humboldt ISD's turn tomorrow to start the thing. So everybody get a good sleep, and
got 3 different schools tomorrow. We can do this.
Right. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to talk about hanging items and how to hang all the different things other than clothes, because we're going to talk about bibs and like sheets and all sorts of stuff, backpacks, all the things that you can hang. So
lots of things.
Yes.
Make sure to share the post, guys. And we'll be announcing that winner on Thursday for another great prize.
And if you haven't claimed your drop-off appointment yet, you need to go grab that, because those spots are filling up if you're preferring one of the morning or evening spots. So,
and I think we have a few express left too. If you want to just bring your items and have someone else put them out for you, there's still a few express that you can grab those too.
Absolutely. All right, friends. Well, we will see you guys next week, or Thursday if you join us at the Google Meet. Okay.
That's right. Or Saturday at Java Man. So lots of places. Yes.
Y'all, let me just tell you, if you're not local to Humboldt, Java Man has the best beignets. So just be thinking about that. Okay.
Yeah.
A little plug for Java Man.